Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? I am Is There No One Else? And the video I'm bringing you today, I need your help. I'm going to come right out and say it. I need your help on this because I've been racking my brain trying to figure out how I'm going to do this project for like the last 2 months now. And I finally got it started, but I just want your feedback on it. So want to make sure that this is something you guys want to watch. So a few people have requested for me to do an offensive and defensive builds like video series and how to survive, how to defend yourself in PvP, how to fight outnumbered, how to use line of sight, movement, all these other sorts of things. And I said, yeah, I definitely want to do that because, as you guys know, this is an informational channel. I don't always broadcast it in the best way, but yeah, like I provide build videos, I do PTS gear reviews, I do PvP commentaries where I talk about, what I'm doing in different fights. My goal is to give you guys the information to succeed. That's the goal with the channel. I don't always come out and say it that way. And I need to do more of that. But yeah, that's the goal of the channel. And I've been wanting to do it for a while. And, it's been especially since, so little backstory. I'm sorry, we're gonna dive into this a little bit because I feel like I have to say it. But about a month to a month and a half ago, they came out with their proposed pre-PTS light and heavy attack changes. And, the community wasn't too happy about it. And I did a video talking about those changes because they were written in kind of a way to where it was like they just wanted to raise the floor in PvP. And, I always talk about build diversity and how build diversity is a good thing because more different playstyles should be viable because then that means you have a healthy game. And, it's more fun to see people be competitive on different playstyles in PvP, not always wearing the exact same gear all on every single class in the game. So I've always been a big fan of that, but I disagree with catering and raising the floor of the game when you really don't have to. In my opinion, when I was starting out in this game, I got my information for PvP from YouTubers. I got it from Lefty Lucy. I got it from King Richard, Cypher. They provided tips and tricks on how to break free, how to do animation canceling, how to do all this other sorts of stuff. Even Christopher ESO, I used to watch some of his Twitch streams, and he did like a 30 to 45, like he just stopped what he was doing to talk about how different animation cancels, which was hugely valuable for me, like immensely valuable for me learning PvP because you just don't get that information from ESO or from the game. And because I got that information, it helped me be a better player, and I wanted to kind of give back via this channel, and that's why I do the videos that I do. But I realized because I don't broadcast that, sometimes I get some really negative feedback on videos like that one that I did, where I basically said, you shouldn't listen to newer players because they don't know combat. They're going to complain no matter what you do, because they don't know combat. They don't know the ins and outs of how the game functions. And so there's some stuff that's a mechanic in the game they don't understand, and they're going to get upset about it. Like a guy 2 months ago posted a screenshot on the forums about how he got killed by Streak, and literally his death recap was 12 ticks of Streak. So he was trying to cloak away as a Nightblade, and the Sork kept streaking over his body, and he didn't heal. He just kept trying to cloak, and he died. And he said, Streak is overpowered. It does too much damage. Please nerf. That stuff happens, because people don't have the information on how to succeed. And I've wanted to do it. And the reason I bring up that video is I said in that video that ZeniMax needs to like create a forum and help players out. But how do I say this? I just kind of passed the buck, to be honest. When I was saying that, I was a little annoyed with the situation that was going on, and I just kind of passed it off. It's not all on them. Like I feel like they should have more information on the forums. I think that would be helpful. I think that's a better route to go than do balance changes for new and inexperienced players. But I can also help. ZeniMax does a really good job of bringing in new players all the time. All the information that I used to follow, although it's still good, it's like 5 years old at this point. Nobody's going back to look at those videos on how to play the game now. And so I want to do an in-depth series. I want to do an in-depth series on how to survive, how to deal damage, how to do these sorts of things. And I started going down this rabbit hole. And if we just talk defensively, it's, there's different heals over times. There's damage mitigation. There's burst heals. There's dodge rolling, blocking, like all this sorts of beginner stuff. But then there's videos for specific classes because each class has their own unique ways to survive as well. Nightblades have Shadow Image and Cloak. There's Streak. There's Purify. There's all these other abilities. And then I started thinking about it and I was like, okay, well, we could do an entire video on buffs and debuffs. And when you start breaking up videos by class and how to survive via class, there's 6 different classes in the game, but then there's magic and stamina. That's 12 classes. That's 12 different videos. And I started, and this is why it's taken so long, is that's just defensively. There's 12 videos defensively, at least. It's probably the same thing offensively. There's different burst combinations for each individual class as well. And I was thinking about it, I was like, do I really want to start going down this path? Because there's just so much information. And the more information I give out that way, the more people are going to ask for it. Because all it leads to is asking more questions. It's like when you have good information and you want to know more, there's so much. That's just the beginning of PvP. Like 24 videos is the beginning of PvP, in my opinion. So I started thinking about that and I was like, this is a lot. We have PTS, we have all the other sorts of things. I don't know if I can do it all by myself. And then I started thinking about it and I was like, well, I don't even know if the community wants to watch this. So I put forth an effort to make these videos, and although it helped me, like we're year 6 into the game, how many people are really going to get useful information out of this? Is this worth posting if nobody's going to really want to watch it, And then the final thing is I'm not an expert at every class. Those of you guys that watch my channel, you know that I play a lot of classes, and there's some that I play quite a bit better than others. Like all of them I play pretty well. I can 1vx, I can play, solo, small scale, outnumbered. The only classes I don't play are Magden and Magcrow right now, but I'm working on my Magden. I think I'm on the right path with Magden. But I'm not an expert, So as an example, if you watch one of my Sork 1vx clips, I play pretty well. I pulled off a 1vx. I'm competent. I know what I'm talking about with a Sork, more or less. But if you then follow up my video and you go watch Malcolm or you go watch Pelican and you go watch one of their 1vx videos on the Sork, you can just tell that they're way better Sorks than I am. And that's more than okay. Like some people are way better on other classes than you, and that's fine. But I don't want to dive into advanced tips and tricks on a class when I'm just not an advanced player. And so that's part of the other reason that held me back, is because I was like, well, if I'm going to continue posting these videos, eventually people are going to want more advanced tips and tricks, and I don't feel confident providing advanced tips and tricks for at least half of the classes, because I don't know them that well. Like I can 1vx on them, but I'm not top tier on that class. You know what I mean? So so I thought about that, and I've been thinking about how I was going to solve that problem. And here's what I need from you. Now that we're this far into the video, and so you guys know that I've been overthinking this probably too far, but I'm going to start on the videos. I'm going to start doing the defensive stuff and the offensive stuff, just the basic videos. And if you guys like them, or if you guys like the idea, I will continue to do the videos and we'll continue to ramp it up. But once we start getting into the expert videos, and this is why I need to hear back from you guys on if you guys want to get this far, I want to reach out to content creators. I want to reach out to players that are better than me, that on specific classes, that stream on Twitch or stream on YouTube, that people know, and that they can take their information and like they know that their information is good. And so if you guys want to hear this stuff, sorry, one of my babies are upset right now. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but if you guys want that sort of information, that's what I want to hear from you. If you guys don't want this type of video, let me know. Let me know, and I won't get started on it. We're this far into the game, but I think Yeah, it doesn't matter what I think. It's what you guys think. Um, Let me know if this is a series that you're interested in. Let me know what you would kind of want to see as far as like different videos, and let me know if you're a content creator. Let me know if you're interested. You know, like if you know a class better than me and you want to collaborate and you want to try and do a video to help out the community and help inform players to where they can enjoy the game in the same way that we can, I think that'd be awesome. My audience is obviously people that watch my channel aren't always the same people that watch your channel. You got to get your name out a little bit farther. I think it's win-win for you. So plus, if we do this, like, I mean, I have the PTS, so I can meet with anybody on PCNA or PCEU. We can throw together some builds, and you can just kind of walk through what you do against different classes. We can talk about different burst combinations and how you survive and how you go about different things, because I play a little bit of everything, so I can at least be a pretty good test dummy at that point. If you're on PS4, that's fine too. Take a couple clips of you dueling different classes, or 1vxing. And we can go in Discord and we can watch your clips, and we can just kind of go through, what you're doing, and, how you build and why you build that way, and different tests that you've done, and, just kind of pick your brain a little bit, like why do you go max damage on this? Why do you build more resistances? Why do you opt for more healing? What are the strengths and weaknesses of this specific class that you have found, and what do you do to shorten those things up? Because I have an idea, but like I said, I'm not as good as some players. And so I'd love to hear that sort of feedback. But yeah, that's what I want from you guys is information on what you think about this idea. And, maybe it'll just be a wait and see how the series starts to play out. But it's going to start off boring. I'm sorry. It's going to start off boring because I'm going to go through like buffs and debuffs and break free and, all that stuff that's, it's just, they're building blocks. We got to start at the bottom, and then we'll just slowly build up. And so it'll get more exciting later. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. I really appreciate any feedback. If you guys don't want to watch it, that's cool. It saves me time. I don't want to post stuff that you guys don't want to see, So telling me and being honest about that, I'd appreciate it. If you guys know, if you guys have ideas for different videos, let me know that too. Just any feedback would be greatly appreciated, because I want to do this, but I've hit these log jams. So that's going to be the end of this video. Thank you for watching, guys. Have a nice day.